Good morning. My name is Andrea of Andrea Gonzalez Motivations. I am here on this Tuesday morning to greet you all with love. I come with love. I come with a sense of caring about people and caring about how we live our life. But not only am I here to greet you with love, I am also here to inspire you with hope, to challenge you for change, and to impact you for life. That's what I'm here to do. It's Tuesday. And Tuesdays, we talk about it, we think about it, and then we do something about it on Tuesday. Today, let's briefly talk about and communicate about you must first build in order to yield. Again, you must first build in order to yield, is what we're going to talk about today. I love definitions or words and giving you definitions because I want us to all have a clear understanding of what perspective I'm talking about with words. You know, words can be played upon and they have different meanings and different you could take away different understandings. So I love to use a word and then go to the dictionary and give you what I'm talking about so that we can be on the same page as we talk about it, think about it, and then do something about it. Because you must first build in order to yield is what we're discussing today. To build simply means to establish and to construct, to increase, to mold, to form, and to create. It's a base on which something stands, according to the dictionary. To yield means to bring forth produce, if you're talking about harvest, to bring forth increase from maybe an investment. It means to cultivate or return on some type of cultivation. That is the yielding we're talking about today. So we're talking about you must first build, you must first establish, you must first construct, you must first create a foundation, you must first mold, you must first do these very critical components in order to bring about a yield in your life. A yield of whether it is an increase in finances or a harvest that you're looking for. Did you not know that whatever it is that you're desiring, there must be a build? You must build it in order to reap it or to yield it. Often, we as human beings, myself included, we get big eyes. Our eyes see things and we begin to want them. And we begin to yearn for them. And we begin to seek out how to get them. And we don't often use the best wisdom on how to gain them. What do I mean? So sometimes we want things that we probably are not prepared for. So you might want a home. And you might be living with a family member, or you might be living in an apartment and you're really tired of the apartment. You're really tired of living with somebody. And so you want to yield your own place to stay. But in reality, you did nothing to build while you've been there to yield what you want. So you haven't really saved up a lot of money for a nice down payment on a home. You haven't saved up enough money for the first month's rent, the deposit, and things of that nature that are required to get yourself into an apartment. So you want a lot of things. Our eyes see a lot of things, and the things that we want have, we put a great desire upon them. But we don't necessarily do the work of building to get the yielding or the harvest that we're looking for. Do you know that in order to get any type of harvest, any type of success, any type of increase, any type of sort, you must build. You must be willing to build. In other words, to my understanding, you must be willing to do something. You gotta put forth some kind of energy, some kind of effort, some kind of sowing, some kind of sweat, some kind of pushing, some kind of being tired in order to yield the things that you desire in your life. We live in a society that our society promotes get all you can while you can. Our society promotes look out for numero uno. Our society promotes get, and spend. Our society does not promote building so that you can yield something at a later date. Our society is a quick and microwave society. You know, there are some things in tech that technology has done to add to our life. And there are some things that the technology and inventions and things have done, and they've created a lot of chaos for our life. You know, there are some things that should have remained simple because it kept life simple. But today we're talking about you must first build in order to yield. Okay? Our generation that we live in today, we see people that desire to get on top before they've worked their way up to the top. It's almost like you ever see on my job, it's interesting when I see people, they come in the door and they want all the benefits that you have, and you have 30 years and they have 30 days. They haven't built anything, but their mindset is that they think they're entitled to what you have sweated for and worked for and sacrificed for, and got limbs that are aching and your body is hurting. They come in with 30 days and they compare it to your 30 years. They haven't been there through all the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs and the layoffs, and they haven't been there through all of those things, but yet they have an expectation of getting or having what you have. It doesn't work like that. If you talk to those kind of people, they get frustrated. They don't want to talk to you because they feel like, I'm working next to you, I should have exactly what you have. But I had to build to get where I had what I have. I had to build. When I tell people that when I started at my company, I made $12.78 an hour. I didn't start at the top. And it took 3 years, and every 90 days I got an evaluation that gave me a raise. They don't want to hear that. That's not the conversation that they want to have. So listen, building is important. And what you're building upon is that much more important. The building that you're trying to build upon needs to be one of solid foundation. It needs to be one of a firm foundation. You can't really take pebbles and put them on top of something and think you're going to build something on top of pebbles. Pebbles are not solid. They move. They shift. When you build, you must build upon something that is solid, that can stand. You must build upon something that is truth, that is worth your sweat of the build that you're putting in, the work. When I say build, I'm really talking about the work that you're investing to get the yield that you're looking for. People who are focused only on the yielding, they struggle because they continue to keep going in this circle that perpetuates highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. And so when you're doing highs and lows, it doesn't allow you to settle yourself in the middle and to build. Building doesn't come from highs and lows. It comes from build upon build upon build upon build. And when you look back, you were low, but because you've been consistent and you've been dedicated and you've been disciplined and you've been committed, the build continues to grow, and it grows steady. If you look at investments, and I'm not an expert on investments, so I do not claim to be. When I often listen to them talk about investing, they say that the greatest type of investment is one that is steady and consistent. That means they can determine over time what you will receive, but you got to be patient. You got to be steady. You got to be committed. You got to be disciplined. You got to keep doing it day in and day out. When you're tired, when you're high energy, when you're low energy, when you're happy, when you're sad, your emotions cannot dictate when and how you're going to build. If that is what happened, then you're always going to be in this cycle of start and stop, up and down, up and down. You must learn to be patient and build something before you can expect to yield anything. When you focus only on the portion of building, you focus on sacrificing your pleasures today for your promise of tomorrow. You also decide that the sweat and the strain is worth the build. When you decide to focus on the building, you decide that what you want, the end result of what you want, is so necessary that you can't thwart, THWART. You can't throw away the building processes that are necessary in order to build. If you desire to do a thing, you must first decide to use a ladder that helps you to build, and not necessarily using a treadmill that'll help you get there fast. Getting there fast doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting there accurately, or that you're getting there and you have some substance when you get there. If you want to build and have better finances, how do you yield more finances if you don't first start to build and work towards them? That doesn't mean work and spend. It means work, live at a level that you can afford, and save. That's how you build your finances. How can you build an education for yourself? How can you build in order to yield a degree? First, you must enroll in some school, some university, some college. You must go to class. You must come home and study and do the homework. You must stay up at night, get up early in the morning, go to the library, hide yourself away. You must do this day in and day out. Take class after class after class in order to walk across that stage for the yield of a certificate or a degree. It won't come by you watching TV or, going to the next block party. It won't happen with you being a part of everything that seems exciting. There are some things that you're going to have to shy yourself away from if you're going to build in order that you might gain a yield. What happens for those that want to yield a better, healthy lifestyle? You must build, you must work at it. You must decide that you're going to have healthier eating food choices. You must decide that even though exercise might not be your thing, it must be a part of your thing to build in order that you can yield the shedding of pounds that you're looking for whatever reason, whether it's health or you just need to lose some weight. Listen, I have not arrived, but I do understand that it is crazy to expect a harvest from something that I have not sowed. I can't get something from nothing. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. This conversation actually came from my daughter. She was talking to me, and I think she was complaining about working a lot. She's like, I'm just working a lot. It's like all I do is work, 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 work. And I said to her, why are you working? And she says, because I'm trying to, get some things leveled out. I'm trying to put money away in the savings account. I'm trying to pay my rent a couple of months in advance. I'm trying to pay off some debt. And I said, so how do you expect to accomplish that if you don't work overtime to accomplish this? And then she said, I understand that. I said, sweetheart, and it hit me. I said, you must first be willing to build before you see the benefits of the yield. She says, I know that, Mom. And I said, but do you know it? Or do you know it? So it's no good to know it and not do it. I want you to understand that you can't yield a harvest without going out there and building upon the foundation. Listen, let me leave you with this quote today. The building is only as tall as the foundation is strong enough to build on. I'll say that again. The building is only as tall as the foundation is strong enough to build upon. If you want to have a strong foundation in life, in your career, in your relationship, in your family, you must first build upon the foundation to yield the benefits that come with it. There will be no yielding if there is not first a building. I hope I've helped someone. I hope I've encouraged you. I am not here to criticize, but I am here to inspire. We all want things, but are we all thinking that it's necessary to build things in order to yield those things? Listen, I'll talk to you on tomorrow. It is Work It Out Wednesday. Today, I want you to think about it. What am I building? Am I building? Or am I just in this rat race of life? What am I building? And what yield am I looking for? Listen, I hope that today is a great day for you. There will be no yielding if there is not first a type of building. God bless you.